Welcome everyone in this new video tutorial about the multiplayer combat editor. In this video we're going to learn how you can create and customize the status overlay. So the status overlay is the widget displaying the list of statuses currently affecting one of your actors. So we're going to add to our widget folder, right click, create a new blueprint class, search for status overlay, and you can duplicate the edit status overlay to see how you can set up the overlay, and you can also customize it right away, but we're going to see how to create one from scratch. So let's select that. We want to call this add my status overlay. Let's open that up, and then we want to say our status overlay is going to fill our screen. We're going to add a canvas panel, hit compile, hit save. Then we are going to say to add to our graph, go to the list of overridable function, drag and drop the drop down menu, type in get, and we only have one function to override, which is get status container. It's asking us for a panel widget object, which is actually just a box of things. So we're going to add to our designer and make sure we had, I don't know, an horizontal box, for instance. And we're going to add that to the bottom left corner of the screen. We're going to make that a little bigger, not like this, the other way around, like that, like this. We're going to make that box, we're going to name this edge box status container. We're going to promote that to a variable, add back to the graph, drag and drop it in the return value of the status container, hit compile, hit save, go back to the designer, and it's going to be it's going to be enough. But we need to add it to our third person character. Open that up, go to our init combat manager. When it's ready, we're going to copy paste is locally controlled, like this. When the combat manager is ready, we are going to add status overlay, record status overlay, like this. And this is actually asking for a widget to automatically bind it. So we're going to need to create the widget, create widget, like this. We're going to search for our status overlay, and we're going to plug the return value to our overlay parameter. So this is actually saying create the status overlay we just created, designed, and add it to our combat manager so it automatically updates it with all the status we are afflicted by. And we are going to specify that the owning player of that status overlay is going to be the first player controller, like this. We're going to hit compile, hit save, and then we also need to add this to our screen, obviously, else we are not going to see that. And now if we hit play, we see nothing. Why? Because we are not actually subject under the effects of a status. So we're just going to make sure we can actually apply a status to someone around us. And we are also actually going to make sure our status overlay knows what type of status slots to spawn to spawn. What is the status slot? The status slot is the icon responsible for displaying a status. So we are just going to specify that we are going to use the base status icon I created in the example content for now, and in another video we'll see how to customize this. So we specified our status overlay is in the class default of our status overlay. We specified that the base status icon class is going to be the example I created. And then we need to make sure that we have a skill which actually applies an effect. So I'm going to open up our blueprint thrust or any skill you have. And it's actually, I actually already have a status applied. If you don't, make sure to add to the status playlist and learn how to create status. So this is actually proccing every 0.5 seconds and it's lasting for 5 seconds. And it has an assault rifle as icon, so I'm just going to say I don't know, burning. I'm going to add a burning icon to the example status. Thrust is applying. I'm going to hit play. I'm going to try to display both windows at once. I'm going to make it so the client is of another team. I'm going to hit the other guy, and it's going to have a status icon displaying when he's under the effect of a status icon. But it has a strange size, and I'm not sure why. And I think it only comes from the design of the example. It only comes from the design of the example slots, statute slot I created. It's not adapted to the design we created there. But no worries, there is going to be a video on how you can set up the statute slot. I think it's just a size problem. You can just set up the size better in the example status slot and fix that problem. So it's going to wrap up this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it and hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.